Okay. One 1/25th of a shutter speed. I got it in shutter mode. Okay. And I do not have the crop on. Canon EOS R6 Mark II. And the light's looking pretty good on the flaring. The image stabilization is turned off. And I'm looking at the camera now. I got it on 4K 60 also. I'm coming to the lights. I'm looking at the flaring. So I'm trying different modes with this camera again. It's looking pretty good. It's dark out. I don't see the moon at all. So it's 4K 60 at 1/125th of shutter speed. I do not know what the aperture is, but I got the clarity all the way to the right. Okay? I'm testing to see how long it'll stay recording. There should be no crop on this camera. I did have it on a crop mode this afternoon. And I had the enhanced stabilization on with the digital. Now I got it completely turned off. I know on the Sony, on Program Priority, all I could do was the exposure compensation. I did have it in FB mode on brightness, and I have control over everything, but on some of the FB modes I don't. I got it on portrait mode, not neutral. And I might change that. So how does that look? That look pretty good? Let's try different settings here and there. Okay, I now have it on fine detail. 1/125th of shutter speed. I'm just gonna move a little bit to the left to look at this lamp. Okay, so I'm gonna do the shutter speed. Let's make it faster. I'm trying to see if it gets darker. Yeah, it looks darker. So let's go to 1/60th. This is 1/125th. 80, 60. You know what? I'm going to go back to 1/125th. And we're going to look at this car coming toward me. Or SUV. And this is shutter priority. And the overheating just came on. Okay. It hasn't gotten in a bar, but the overheating warning just came on. And I notice it does it on shutter priority. And 1 bar. So I'm trying to see how long it'll last. It shouldn't last much. So 4 minutes or 5 minutes before, 1 minute now, that's 6. 7 minutes with 2 minutes. So I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to put it in another camera mode. Aperture Priority mode. Let's see if it overheats. I got the overheating thing on. And I'm testing this out like I test with the Nikon. Okay? I think I get a little bit longer time with the Nikon. And I think the reason why... Oh man, that's interesting. Yeah, it's a star, I think. Different. That's because of the glass. So it's 2 bars, 3 bars on the aperture priority. Just trying to see how long it lasts. Turn up the air conditioning, see if it does anything. So I have no control over the shutter speed. Okay. This is just aperture priority at night. Yep, just went to 4 bars. So I got it in fine detail and in clarity all the way to the right. I want to get the sharpest picture possible. The flaring looks very well controlled, okay? So when you come to a lamppost, see, it's getting up there to the end. So if I make it a cul-de-sac, I'll switch it to a different mode. So the flaring looks a little bit more controlled. But does the picture quality look better? I do have the stabilization off, so I don't know if there's any shakiness like I saw earlier. I had it on enhanced and I saw a lot of shakiness and a little jello effect at one stop. So let me turn this off, try to cool it down a little bit. Okay, HDR mode, all right? (1080/30), and the heating went off. And if I put it on 4K 60, then the bar came on automatically, even if I wasn't recording. So I slept a little bit, watched some of my videos that I put up today, and I says, well, I got to finish it with the nighttime. So I'm trying this camera in the 4K 60, and I did have it in at 1/20th of the shutter speed because they always say double it. But on the 4K 60 this afternoon, it was fine. It'll last, well, what, 14 minutes? Not one overheating warning. Tonight, it's a different story. But you know, I mess with the dials. I say, let me try this, let me try that. I'm always touching the dials. So this is the RF 28mm at f2.8. But this is 1080p 30. No, you never get any overheat warning at this mode. Fine detail, clarity, all the way to the right. So what I might do is just put it on 4K 30 at 1/60th of a shutter speed. Because the picture quality looks good in this HDR. I just want to see how the lights do on Evans Road. We got the air conditioning on 3. The oh, what is that? Is that a fox? Wow, I don't know if you can see it. Hi! These are coyotes. They might be coyotes. I thought they were a fox. They're coyotes. There are two of them. I said hi, and they ran away. Okay. I have to worry about the coyotes. They like going to neighborhoods and taking your small dogs and cats. So how does it look in HDR? 1080p 30. I would love to have HDR and 4K 30. I really would. But I don't know how the picture quality is. So I'm going to turn around here and I'm going to take a look at the camera settings and see if I can get the best picture quality available. "4K 60 program priority mode." What do you think? Yeah, spider on my windshield. Okay. -1, -2. Oh wow, I can go down low. I'm gonna go to -2. Trying to see if this is exactly what I'm viewing. See the difference between this and the other one? And this is where I saw the coyotes. The truck just parked there, so probably spooked them off. It's looking awesome. But the bars came on immediately, okay? So for some reason tonight, it's overheating quicker than in the daytime. And I'm wondering if it was A+ movie mode, but I did have it at 4K 60. So I'm not understanding why all of a sudden so I'm going to look at this sign coming up. Now I am going to put it on crop mode, see if it cools down. But the sign's looking good. This is -2 exposure compensation, by the way. Now I'm going to move it up a little bit to -1. I think it's too blown out right now. I like the -2, but when I put it in post, I'll look at it. So this is 4K 60, okay? back, I think I'll just go home. So this is -1. And when I get to the fence, see, it's going up pretty quick. It's not even lasting a minute. So let's go to the fence. This is how we can tell if it's the right exposure. Okay, that's -1, 0, +1. -2. See, it's real dark then. -1. Leave it there. Okay. Okay, 4K 30. -1 exposure. And it just went to 2 bars. And I'm trying to figure out why is it overheating now. This afternoon at 107 degrees, it wasn't overheating. So this is -1. I'm going to come to this house. All right. Right in the walking the dogs. So it looked kind of dark. Lights looking pretty controlled. Just 1 bar, it's just staying on 1 bar, so looks like it'll either cool off or just stay there. I got the dummy battery on. So you can see lights up on top of that hill. And the only thing yeah, it's going down. So it's cooling off. That's a good thing. So what I'm trying to figure out is, I think the only thing I changed it from was I had the stabilization on, okay? I had clarity as the same all the way to the right. All I did was change the, took it off of crop mode, and let's see, what else did I do? Okay, so let's go and look at this house right here. Is it too dark? I don't know, you can see that. I might put the crop back on. So now I'm going to put the crop back on, okay?